Doris Ufwebune, and you're watching Flavours of Africa.
Yes, and as always, I'm Kevin Ufwebune, and today we're going to take you on an amazing African adventure.
Yes, speaking of adventure, I also want to ask you, Kevin, do you like couscous?
I love couscous. In my Oprah voice.
That's Oprah voice.
I love couscous because it's delicious, and I think that it's even a really healthy option to have, you know. It's made from this wheat. It's called durum wheat. It's really fine pasta. It's finely ground.
Yes, it's almost like pasta.
And it's just a little bit more finer than pasta, and it's delicious. I love couscous with vegetables or different types of fruits and sauces. We made it when we went to Morocco, didn't we, in one of our earlier episodes?
Yes.
Do you like couscous?
I like couscous too, and like you said, you know, it can be made with different types of meat.
That's right.
And you know, in this particular place we're going to, which we haven't said, maybe I'm giving away some clues, they usually make their couscous with husband.
Okay, what's husband?
It's a type of sausage, and I'm gonna leave it there until we come back and we talk more about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's gonna be delicious. And when I make my couscous,
right,
I like it with either beef, fish, chicken, anything you like. Huh?
No wahala.
No wahala.
Well, that's perfect.
And yes, and we're also going to make some flat bread.
Right.
You see, I'm giving away some clues because when you go to this place, they eat lots of flat bread.
Yeah.
It's so easy to make, you know, especially for lunch. You know, you can just quickly make it. Wonderful,
it's easy.
viewers.
It's healthy.
And then you can, you know, eat it. So
that's right. So we are going to a special place in Africa where this dish is celebrated as the country staple dish, and that's all coming up on Flavors of Africa. We won't give it away yet. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Flavors of Africa, Canada's first African cooking show. Today we're cooking up a delicious dish from a remarkable country all the way in North Africa, that is Tunisia. Beautiful country.
It is beautiful.
You know, what I really find fascinating about the country is the fact that it's, again, with the diversity, but diversity is in temperature, you know? It almost feels like, you know, when you sort of talk about a country's dish and you cook it, it feels like we're here, kind of.
I'm feeling so warm. I'm kind of feeling warm.
Well, if you're feeling warm, then we're probably in the southern part of Tunisia, because that's where it gets really hot. I mean, that's a part of the Sahara Desert.
Oh, I want to go there.
I was just going to ask you today.
You know what I would do?
Right, yeah.
I would go to the, did you say southern part?
The southern part, yeah.
Stay there where it is warm. And then when it gets so warm, I would go to the northern part, you know, just to cool off.
Because in the north, like oddly enough in Africa, it sort of gets a little cold there with the temperature, and they have what are called rainy winters. So that's really cool. And of course, so just a little bit more about the country. The official language is Arabic. See how we always talk about the diversity of Africa? Yeah. Like in the continent, different languages are widely spoken, but you can get by with a little French.
And you know why I want to visit there?
Why is that?
The Sahara Desert.
Right.
It's a beautiful place. You know, when we were going to Nigeria, we passed through the Sahara Desert, and I took so many pictures, and I got home, I was showing my parents. They were so amazed. It's like, really? You passed through the Sahara Desert? Right. So it was so amazing. Yeah. And for me, the reason why I want to go to Tunisia is because of the food. I like couscous. So for today's episode, we are going to make our couscous with lamb. We also have salmon, because they eat different things. They make their couscous with different things.
That's right.
And that's why we like doing this show, wonderful viewers, because we like to give you choices. If you like lamb, fish, or chicken, no wahala. We have it here for you.
But I was going to say that you would fit in well in Tunisia, because they do speak French. It is Northern African. You know a little bit of French.
Je mange couscous. I like couscous.
Sure, bien. Perfect.
Bonsoir, Rere. That's my new one.
Bonsoir.
soiree, but I like to put
when it's
spicy here
when
and
it's
there.
that type of important
Exactly.
evening.
I say, yeah, it's so important you say bon soiree.
Perfect.
But now I'm saying bon soiree, you know, just to put a little spice to it. So speaking of spices, we're just gonna spice up our lamb, wonderful viewers. So once we mix it all up, we add our oil here again.
All right, so we're just going to add it to the preheated
Normally
pan.
we would marinate it overnight, but for you wonderful viewers, just to show you how it is done. So that's why we're doing this. So you're going to be mixing.
All right.
Yeah, I just add everything in there. No wahala. So they're just going to cook. Okay, see how it's just going? It's so easy. Okay, so we are cooking up a storm for you wonderful viewers. So I'm just gonna dump this. Now, what we are going to tell you is that this is a rack of lamb, a leg of lamb, excuse me. So it's so easy, you know, you just trim it, and that's what we have here. And then we're not gonna dump this. We are going to use this for special soup. All right, wonderful viewers. So while you are cooking that, I'm going to make our couscous.
And I just think this dish is just going to be so delicious because of the spices and the aroma, of course. Just absolutely wonderful. If you want to find out more about a country and you want to experience the culture, taste the food.
Exactly.
Makes sense,
exactly.
right?
Food is culture.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue cooking that. And then I'm gonna just add a little bit of green onions, you know, just to spice it up, give it some color.
Exactly. So perfect.
And the other thing I'm gonna add, you see how we have all our vegetables?
And they're all colorful.
Exactly, we have the zucchini, so that's what we have here. So we're gonna add those. And we're gonna keep on cooking.
Yeah, it smells
All
lovely.
right, so our couscous is also getting ready for you wonderful viewers, and it's gonna take 10 minutes, and then we're gonna fluff it and you're gonna see how it is. So
yeah,
that's what is happening.
Perfect. So a delicious meal. We're cooking that up on Flavors of Africa.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more. You're watching Flavors of Africa, the show that's all about food and culture. And right now, we're just going to go to some of the viewer mail that we've been receiving from all of you wonderful viewers who have been watching us from day one. So just looking at our YouTube channel, we have a comment all the way from the Caribbean, the beautiful islands of the Bahamas.
Awesome.
Yes, and the comment says, love it. I'm from the Bahamas and I love how you made that dish. Are you sure? Make sure to visit us again. And when you are here, make sure to try the steamed snapper peas and grits with fried plantain. You
We
will
sure
love
will.
it.
We sure
Look
will.
at that African influence again with the plantain. The
I
plantain.
know.
You know,
see?
it's
Yeah.
just it's so interesting how Africa has really inspired the world, but we might not know it. So
It's
that's
true.
why we're going to keep uncovering those ways that really Africa's light really radiates across the world.
Okay,
Looking
sounds
at
good.
another comment, all the way from most likely Africa, it's Tiffany Kadri, and she says, can you find Niger recipes, please? I think Hausa recipes.
Well,
What
one
do you
of
think
these
about
days
that?
we'll try it, you know, no wahala.
Right, I mean,
Of
we've
course.
sort of made like the suya dish, and
Yes.
that's kind of has a Niger feel to it. So,
It sure does, yes.
yeah. And she also comments and says, I love your conversation together. Reminds me of me and my mom.
That's interesting.
So, you know.
We are happy that we're inspiring other people.
Exactly. And, you know, we always invite you to continue to write into us, Flavors of Africa at shaw.ca. Visit our website, flavorsofafrica.ca, for more recipe tips. We love hearing from you. If you have a talent, if you have a gift, let us know so you can come and entertain us on our show.
Sounds good. So on that note, we're gonna start cooking again. So what we're going to do, because we have so many choices for you, wonderful viewers. When you go to Tunisia, they are so welcoming. They have so many dishes. So why not do it here on Flavours of Africa? So we're going to do pasta. Yes, They love pasta. So that's what we're gonna start doing.
So what I'm doing right now is adding some flavor and some spice to the salmon that we have here, and I'm gonna cover it completely in the spice.
Yeah. So to begin with, I have some red onions to go with our couscous sauce. So that's what I have here, wonderful viewers. And then I have tomato, just throw it in, no wahala. So that's what we're going to do. And I have celery, any vegetable we do, wonderful viewers, no wahala. Yeah, so that's what we have here cooking. And then I have some mushrooms to go with the dish. And then we just keep mixing it up. And the next thing I'm going to add is the pureed tomato, just to give it a little color. Guess what else I'm going to put? I'm going to add the wine vinegar.
We love wine here. We love African wine.
So that's what I'm going to put in here to give it that punch. Okay, so.
And I'm also adding some spice to the chicken breast as well, which is going to go wonderful with this dish.
You see?
So I'm covering the
it's
chicken
so
completely.
Easy to make. So I'm going to cover it up. And now I'm going to focus on our pasta.
Perfect.
So I have onions, yes, red onions. You can put anything you like in your food, no wahala.
Right.
And then I have the mushrooms. Just add everything, you know, that's the joy of television.
That's right.
So,
and now I am going to take the now well-seasoned meat and I'm going to put it into the oven to let it cook.
Exactly. So while this is cooking, I'm going to also add the pineapples to our couscous dish. So that's really going to help us make it tasty. So that's what is happening here. So we have pineapples, we have everything. And so while you're putting that, I'm going to move a little bit because we have so much to cook for you.
Right.
So we have our flat bread. You cannot visit Tunisia without the flat bread. So that's what we have. We're going to toast it slightly for you, wonderful viewers. And then we have our cheese. Once this dish is ready, well, you're going to see it. So, you know, we're going to keep on
and
cooking.
Look at the vegetables we're working with. So much color.
Yeah, that's the joy of going to Tunisia.
That's right.
So I'm just going to add everything here, you know, to make some space, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And as well, Tunisia has beautiful beaches. If you ever get a chance to check those out, I mean, beautiful, beautiful touristy places to see, you know?
Yes.
And of course, you always invite your pictures. So if you're cooking up our wonderful dishes that you see here, please tweet us, like our Facebook page, send us an email. Love hearing from you.
Exactly. And next time we make couscous, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use husband to make it, you know,
sure.
Which is a form of sausage, and it's made with tripe.
Right.
It's so delicious. So we're going to try that. We're going to take a break and come back and show you the finished product. Wonderful viewers. So stay tuned.
And welcome back to Flavors of Africa. You're actually just in time because we're finishing up all these delicious meals that we've been cooking here. We have our wonderful couscous that represents Tunisian culture. It's so delicious here. It has its salmon, the chicken, the lamb.
Awesome.
Can't wait to eat this all.
We have so many, but we are not done yet.
No.
Because you're going to make the wrap.
That's right.
Especially for children out there. You know, we can't leave them behind.
Yeah.
So we want to make a wrap for children. And also, for you pasta lovers, we are making pasta for you because in Tunisia, they still eat pasta.
That's right.
Because, you know, they are by the Mediterranean basin.
Yeah.
And like any country in North Africa,
right.
They also eat pasta. So that's what we're going to make for you, wonderful
the influence
viewers.
is there.
Awesome. And while we're still talking about the couscous, this is the sauce that goes with the couscous. You know what? I'm just going to scoop some so you see how it's going to look.
That
you know,
too good.
I want to make it look beautiful for you, wonderful viewers. So that's what we have here. Couscous.
It's amazing.
And that's salmon to go with it.
With the
Remember
well-seasoned
the salmon
spices.
that we baked for you, wonderful viewers. So that's what it is. And then, of course, I'm going to go and be generous. I like to be generous.
Perfect.
So we're going to put for the chicken as well.
Right.
You know, so that we always say that presentation is everything. So for you wonderful viewers, we do this all the time.
I really just compliments.
Exactly. So now I don't want to take your space, so you can continue.
No, I was just going to talk about the wrap that we're going to make here. We have some delicious hummus that's prepared here.
So you can come closer.
And hummus is, of course, it's a dish that's eaten in North Africa.
Yes.
And it complements many dishes. And of course, it starts with chickpeas.
Yes.
And we've also added cheese to this. But you can use any type of cheese. And
yes.
cheese goes so well with anything. I love cheese.
You can add goat cheese. It's just like a perfect marriage.
Yeah, so we're just going to take this.
So while Kevin is making that, I'm going to continue with my pasta. In here, I have some goat cheese to go with our pasta. So while it's cooking, I'm going to get my pasta to add into it. So that's what I have here for you.
And remember,
viewers.
And with this wrap, you can be generous with the hummus. I know that I like to be with my own wrap, so you want to add that. I'm just going to take a little bit of lettuce. Okay. Keeping it healthy, keeping it fresh, and I'm going to add it to the wrap.
Exactly. So once again, what we did was we added some olive oil. You can use any oil, no wahala. And then we added our red onions. To that, we added all the spices that you see here. You know, we have red peppers, green
delicious
peppers,
vegetables,
just to make it so delicious for you.
And colorful, flavorful.
So that's what we have here. Yeah. And then, of course, fresh tomatoes and tomato paste. Just a tablespoon of tomato paste. But don't worry, for all the recipes, you can go to our website to see how you can create wonderful dishes for your wonderful families. All right?
That's right, flavorsofafrica.ca. Please continue to like us, tweet us, and send us emails once you've completed these delicious dishes. I'm just going to add some chicken to this wrap.
Yes. So you've added your hummus?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to break off some cheese. This is Parmigiano Reggiano because there, if you look at Tunisia, they are in the Mediterranean and they use cheese too. Shred some while you are wrapping that.
And so with this wrap, of course, we've been putting vegetables everywhere in all these delicious dishes. So I'm just going to add more vegetables to this dish, making it more healthy and colorful. So I'm going to do that.
I like to be generous. So once this is cooked, and you can see it takes just a few minutes to make this. And then we're going to plate it. So I'm just going to wait for Kevin and, you know, make my own style. So can I borrow this?
Of course you can.
Thank you. Watch your clothes so you don't ruin your beautiful jacket. All right. I like hummus, you know, it goes very well with anything. Actually, you can even make it lighter and use it for your salad.
That's true.
No wahala. So just to give you a feel of what this, you know, looks like.
It looks so good.
Okay, so here I'm just gonna add some vegetables.
This looks delicious. And speaking about clothing, I noticed you're not in one of your beautiful African dresses.
It's good to, you know, dress differently. We live in Canada too. Calgary, Alberta, the oil-rich city, as they say, you know. So that's what it is. So, and I'm gonna just cut it.
We have different styles. Mine is kind of like mine's kind of like almost looks like a taco.
Just for our viewers to see how it is. All right, so that's what you have there. So you can do that, you know, sure, in Tunisia, sometimes they do it this way, and so it doesn't matter, you know, whether it's like that or like this.
No wahala.
Yeah, no wahala. So that's what it is, and I'm gonna get a plate to plate our pasta, if you could.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move this over.
Please. So, and here we have our pasta.
Smells delicious.
Oh my goodness. Delicious. We're cooking up a feast here for you, wonderful viewers. So I'm just gonna leave this here. And remember the cheese that we shredded?
It just looks perfect.
Wow.
Looks delicious.
Awesome.
And remember that when you do make these dishes,
Yes.
tweet us a pic, send us a pic, and let us know how it turned out for you. That website is flavorsofafrica.ca. Make sure that you like us on Facebook, tweet us, send us an email. We just love you, amazing viewers. Thank you so much for your support.
Yes, and I want to say that it is so great being back. You know, this is another, episode of Flavours of Africa. Yeah. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Thank you, wonderful viewers. And as we always say here, remember that food is culture, and that cultures that eat together stay together. Through food, we can continue to appreciate diversity and promote cultural unity. And on a beautiful note, I want to welcome my Dora, Nicole, your sister, to Calgary. Nicole, welcome to Calgary. We're so happy to have you here. We are really happy.
Welcome,
thank you, wonderful viewers.
Thank you so much for watching Flavors of Africa. Until next time, see you soon.